wrap up this webinar in less than an hour. There are a lot of golden nuggets benefit from this webinar. So the question is who? Everyone who's ready to embrace, ready to take that change, wants that change in their life, who can see that additional income and that source of income is become a must. You are doing a job, you are doing a business, whatever you are doing, that income is vital. And I'm going to take you through in this webinar and why it has become so important, especially with this current time. The world is different now, and it will become very different after Corona, job-wise, business-wise, both. So there will be a big change. And as my first sentence goes, if you're ready to embrace change, you will be the person who will be going up. Otherwise, you will have tough time to survive in the new world order. So look out at the job and the business around you today. I mean, I'm sure you are in the lockdown, but you're looking at airport like that. Imagine when I went to Abu Dhabi airport, and from there, when I went to London Heathrow airport, I have been going to Heathrow so many times from last over 30 years. I had never seen the airport like that. So you can imagine, it was really a very scary atmosphere and a feeling. Restaurants, which were full of people, completely empty, or it is closed basically. Restaurants are closed. And it is not going to pick up so fast. Let me tell you, all those in the restaurant business, in the hotel business, in the aviation business, they are going to face the biggest challenge. The economy of the country, quite a lot runs around these three big industries which are there. So the business now and after Corona will be around health and wellness. There are other businesses. I mean, you must have seen that Amazon has increased their revenues. There are so many other businesses which are getting that boost. But there are many businesses which are going down and down, and even it is going to bankruptcy. So this business, which is called health and wellness, is going to stay for a long time, maybe forever, because everybody needs good health. Everybody needs wellness. So what good thing has happened because of this 4-5 months of this Corona awareness, people have realized that health is really important. So if you think health your health is important, your family's health is important, then you need to be connected, not with the pharmaceutical and medicine and all those which most of the people are talking about. You should be going into prevention. I mean, you've been hearing prevention is better than cure. Health is wealth. Now is the time for you to understand, for you to know, and start using these natural organic products. So the question which comes to the mind is, why should I be involved in health and wellness industry? This is the future. As per Paul Zane Pilzer, the person who wrote the book, The New Wellness Revolution, he mentioned that this is long time back and it is coming true right now. These are the thinkers, these are the philosophers, that you need to take care of your health. Nobody is going to take care of your health. No government, no pharmaceutical industry, no job, no business, nobody. Remember, if you are having pain, a simple pain in your stomach, and it gets to severe pain, it is you who's going to suffer. It is you who had to endure that pain. Nobody, even your loved ones, cannot take that pain out. So we are not talking about just normal pain. We are talking about something which is very, very dangerous type. So, and you should be doing that business, which is where you become an entrepreneur. So remember, the future is for the entrepreneurs, not working for somebody. I mean, you have heard Robert Kiyosaki talking, you know, there is a rich dad and there's a poor dad, and there's so many of his videos coming nowadays in the YouTube, that days of, you know, getting a good degree and getting a secure, safe job, that is gone. I mean, right now, millions of jobs people have lost. So you need to start thinking, what is this online business? And today's topic, I'm going to cover a little bit on the online because I have already covered this thing in my previous webinar. Today, I'm going to talk about not only in the business or work, but in life, about the communication, the natural approach. A lot of people, they don't know. So you need to understand that you have to become an entrepreneur. You don't have to have a lot of, you know, MBA degrees, and you have to have a degree in finance. You don't have to go through all that. You just need to learn step by step. And as you are learning, you are an entrepreneur. Reason being, you start earning the money, whether it is $10, whether it is $50, whether $100. So what better way than staying at home and doing the business online? Right now, I'm in my home in Vancouver, Canada, and I'm sitting in this office, in my office, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes even 10 hours, 12 hours, and getting in touch with the people who are around the world. So online business has increased tremendously. Just in this 5 months, imagine, 5 months has changed the world order. So the best time to do the business is through the social media, and in social media, the number one platform is Facebook. 1.5 billion people are coming, imagine, 1.5. So this is the media. If you're good in LinkedIn or Twitter or Snapchat or Instagram, whatever you are good at, you use it. But if you are new to online business, social media marketing, social media business, then this is the platform that you need to learn, because there are more people in this platform. So growing your business is because of, remember, very important element, that is the oxygen, are the people. They can be in your hometown, in your village, mountain, cities, countries, anywhere, and these people basically grow your business. What I showed you earlier about the aviation industry, about the restaurant industry, about the hotels and the tourism, whatever is happening is just going on because there are no people who are there in those industries. So it's all crumbling. So these people, only those people who are, like you see the picture, that's a beautiful picture I thought of, that who are excited people, who wants to do something, who are positive people, not the people who keep on cribbing and complaining and having all kinds of excuses that this is very difficult, I'm a poor man, I'm not educated, I don't have contacts. These are the people that you should be staying away from. You try to help them, of course, but not like, putting more time, because you're wasting your time. 7.5 billion people around the world, and I'm sure you can find that 1% or 0.1% who you can talk who are positive. There are some people positive, of course, not many. That's the problem. Remember, in the business, you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to learn to talk to people. So people, you have to understand. In business, people which gives you the business, the people gives you the money. No people, no business, no money. So now you look at this long winding bridge. Right down, you can see there's a car going. That's where you are. All right. And this long winding bridge that is going all the way to the end is where you need to get connected to your customers, to your prospect, to your people. And the bridge which connects you to the people who's going to get your business go up is only one word, and that is communication. It was pre-corona, it is now, or it will be post-corona. Communication is like an oxygen. It is the vital thing that you need to understand. And my topic today is about this communication, and I have a word called natural approach. If you remember in the last webinar, I talked about the 6 C's to building your online business. So all those who are seeing me for the first time, seeing or watching this webinar for the first time, I'm going to recap just, and then I'm going to tell you that what are these 6 C's. The customer that you have in the front, you need to get connected. And I'm talking now online connection that is there. So that connection has to be there. And let's take the platform Facebook. So in the Facebook, there's a news feed, and there you put some content. And content can be photo, can be text, can be video, can be Facebook Live. Whatever content that you are putting is getting those people understand you, who you are, what is your personality. Whatever you write, remember, is what you are. I mean, that's, you just don't, like in the WhatsApp, you keep on forwarding the message. You don't do that. You have to be very careful. You have to brand yourself. Branding is a big thing right now in online business. Number 3C is communication and conversation. And that is what my topic is. And then once you do the right communication, then comes, you do the same thing consistently. Consistency is important. You do the same small thing over and over again for a period of time. And that period of time is 3 to 5 years. You want to become successful. Like Salim just mentioned, that I joined as a consumer, got into the business, and in 4 years, I got into a bracket where my salary and my bonus from my business was equal. So it requires a lot of hard work, let me tell you. It doesn't happen overnight. It requires a lot of reading, education, awareness. And whatever you're looking at the back, all those books I've gone through in that period, and still I'm a student of this entrepreneurship and learning. So consistency is important. You need to become successful. You need to learn and upgrade yourself and do those 3 things which you are seeing at the connect and the communication. And then you are looking at the conversion, how these people can be converted into becoming a consumer of your product, which is the need of the hour, and become a member and later become a business builder. For all that thing, the success comes through commitment. how committed you are. I mean, whatever you are doing, I'm not saying that you resign and you just jump into this business of network marketing, direct selling. I don't suggest or advise you at all. If you are working, do it along with your job as a part-time. That's how almost 90% of the networkers join this beautiful, wonderful, powerful $200 billion industry. So commitment is important, commitment to yourself that I would like to change, commitment to see that your salary and the money that you're getting from the business is equal, and that time you can jump into full-time. So these are the 6 C's, and out of the 6 C's, the most important is communication, because whatever you did before, whatever you are doing afterward is basically to convert these people as your business partners. So today we are now gone into a digital world. This world is completely different than the world that I grew in. So we have to, it is a must to learn the social media to expand your business from the comfort of your home, whatever level that you want to go. The next level can be $100, can be $1,000, can be $10,000. People are earning over $10,000 to even $100,000 from our company. So if those people can do it, you can do it too. But they became professional. They took the time to talk to the people, enough people, and enough people is not just for 2 or 5 or 10 or 12 or 100. They have talked to thousands of people over a period of time of maybe 5 years or 10 years or 15 years or 20 years. Why has it become important to use Facebook today? Now, if you look at the picture, I've got 2 pictures. One picture is a guy who is being held by that another person and trying to, force that person to become his member. Imagine this guy, he doesn't want to become a member and he wants to run away, and you are grabbing that person. You become a consumer, you become a member, and you'll make a good money, you'll become, a rich man. All those days are gone. People have become very, very intelligent. What you need to do is go into what now people are talking is attraction marketing. You, whosoever you are, you become an authority. People in Facebook should know you, who you are. So that's what you're looking at on the top left is what you need to become. It takes time. It takes time. Any business takes time. And as far as this online business is concerned, this is definitely the business that you should be learning. And you don't have to pay any money. We are doing all this training. I mean, all the world leaders are doing the training. There's so much of information which is there in the internet. But we are trying to be very focused. We are talking about the product which is making people well, healthy, and the system is giving them the money. So this is not the need of the hour today. It was the need of the hour yesterday. It will be the need of the hour tomorrow even. So can you see the big difference? The guy who is holding the leg of the prospect of the people, and the guys who are coming and knocking at your door. When I say at your door, they are coming to your Facebook Messenger, or they are coming and commenting in your newsfeed, whatever you are writing. These are the people, these are the prospects, who are asking, tell me, what are you doing? So you need to understand whatever you're putting is there. It is not going away. So you need to learn to put a curiosity post. You put something where people engage to you. So you need to, just put a puzzle, and then you'll see how many people are solving those puzzles. So once again, people is business, and there are, look around, just in your Facebook, there are 200 to 500 to 1,000 people. When you talk about 1,000 people in your Facebook, you're talking about not just 1,000, you're talking about 200,000 people. Why I'm saying every one person in Facebook has got minimum 200 people. 200 multiplied by 1,000 is 200,000. So it'll take you a lifetime if you have to go and start talking to each of these people. And if you have 5,000, which is the max for the Facebook profile, so you're talking about 1 million people. I can guarantee you, you cannot, reach out to all those 1 million people. It's very, very difficult until unless you got some other people who are helping you out. Remember, the business, in your business, that is the most important quote. You don't build business, you build people. And then people build the business. In our business, it's very simple. You need to build 6 people initially. And that 6 people should become a star agent, which is a level that we have, to become a diamond. And diamond means $300 to $500. $500 is, let me tell you, in many countries, I've been to Europe, Africa, Asia, where people are getting something like about $200, $300. Look at all the third world countries. They are getting about maximum $500 on the average. So those 6 people who you get them to the level where you become a diamond, and now they would like to become a diamond, they would like to earn also that $500. So if those 6 people become a diamond, you become a triple diamond, and that is the time that you've got your financial freedom. When I say financial freedom, it's something like about $3,000 US. At $3,000 US, let me tell you, whether you are in Dubai or whether you are in Pakistan, India, Philippines, Europe, or even in Canada, $3,000 is good enough money to give you the financial freedom. So now this is 6 people. Now you increase your business partner to 4 more, and then you become a crown diamond, and that is where you start kind of relaxing also, because now you're earning something like maybe $6,000, $7,000. So this is what you need to understand. Build those 6 to 10 people, just 10 people in your team, and let them run, and the business will run on its own. And that is what it's called leverage. Rich people become rich because they know the power of leverage. There was a guy by the name Paul Getty, one of the first billionaire of the United States. And what he said was, please listen to me very carefully, instead of me using 100% of my efforts to get the job done, why not I use 1% of effort of 100 people, and that will give the same result. I mean, that's called genius, and that is over 100 year back. This is what he had quoted, and now all the millionaires and the billionaires, they are using this power of leverage. So leverage is important, and with that leverage, remember, what you need to understand is those 6 people. Remember, 6 people. You need to duplicate the same system to those 6 people, and those 6 people will bring multiplication in your business. Multiplication. We are talking about not just 100 or 1,000 or 100,000. We are talking about millions. So remember, it is not a job, it's a business. There's a system, and you follow the system and you excel to the right up. So in today's webinar, the word that I have is natural approach, and the second word that I have is online business. I'm not going to talk too much on online business. I've already done the preamble before. I'm going to talk more on natural approach. What is natural approach? It is talking to people organically. Remember, we have got organic product, which is natural product. So in talking also, you have to go natural. you have to go organic, and it has to come from your heart. And that heart, that helping heart that you have, should be reaching out to people with the helping hands. Now, this is very different approach than the approach which the salespeople do. So the definition of natural approach, it is given in my book, Map Your Freedom, and I'm going to just read it out. This is the blood and the oxygen of our business. And in my book, this is the core of our business. And it is, the definition is, it is the process of engaging in a conversation between you and a prospect using a social conversational tone. So this is what the simple definition is, and it has to be you. It should not be somebody else. Now, the person who's really taught me the basic in the last almost 15 years, he's a friend of mine, he's my guru, and his name is Tom Streiter. And the word that he uses is icebreaker, and he uses, how you can benefit the people. So when people ask you, what do you do? So the answer is, there are not one, there are hundreds of his icebreakers which are there. I just found out how to retire 10 years early with full pay. These are the curiosity type of statement that you can give. You can learn all that thing. I just found out how I can take 1 week holiday every month. And the person said, really? You can take 1 week holiday in every month? How you can take a 5-day weekend instead of 1 or 2 days? You can have 5 days weekend. How your skin can look 10 years younger while you sleep. But you're not talking about the product. You're not talking about the marketing plan and an IOC and the Symphony. You're not talking, just giving that one sentence. That is what makes a big difference. Then in the magic sequence number 2, when people ask it that, what you do, and well, how I make spare money working part-time. Well, what I do is I show people how to earn a full-time income by only working part-time. Now, he has got not one, he's got more than 30 books. And one of the books that he has got is called The First Sentence for Network Marketing Professionals. Remember, people don't have time to listen to your presentation, which usually we do. That's a mistake that we are doing. We need to, get into the mind of the people to make that decision in seconds. And that's what you need to learn in this natural approach. So in the natural approach, what you are doing is basically you want to serve people, you want to help people. Now, if you look at the picture, do you feel that there is some helping going on? There is some serving going on? So this is physically the person is doing it. So on the Facebook, if you are writing certain posts, the content and the pictures and the videos should give that type of a vibration, that you are a person who is out there to help people. Natural approach is all about your intentions. And remember, in the book of Hadith, this is such a powerful quote of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Innama amalu binniyat. In simple, the English is, your action depends on your intention. Our action depends on our intention. Even a small child can understand, can feel that the body language, whether your intention is to help or to harm people or to just get that people. So this intention, you have to get it right. And Allah only sees the intention of people. How, well connected you are to help people, help mankind. And that is something that I cannot teach you. Your intention is good. Keep it better, make it best by changing the way you think. That is the mind. So what do you basically do in natural approach in this conversation that you are having? Find the problems. People have problems, and now people have got more problems, and simple give the solution. This is in one line natural approach is all about. How you go about is what I'm going to teach you further for the coming 15-20 minutes. So there is a problem. You are a solution provider. This is what you need to understand. Everybody is looking for that solution right now, who have lost a job, or whose salary has been reduced, or who has been told that you go on furlough. When the office opens, then we'll call you back. And that person is in a jitters, what to do, staying at home. So you need to learn this. Ask an open-ended question. What a beautiful picture. Not just a question, what is your name? This is called close-ended question. The open-ended question is, what do you do for a living? Where are you working? What are you working? No, because the person can keep on talking, talk about the family. The person can keep on talking about the family. So this is the magic, that you need to learn an open-ended question. So from the answer that you get, this, please write it down. Take a screenshot or whatever you want to do. You need to uncover your customer's needs, their pain, their problem. So we have the solution to their needs, to their problems. I'll repeat, try to uncover, find out how much deep problem that person is. I always give, in our language, we say, kitne pani mein ho tum? That is, how much water has come to you. If it is a ankle deep, or a knee deep, or a waist deep, or a chest deep, or a neck deep, when the water comes right over here, the problem is that much, then the person is just going up to get his oxygen. When the water is here, that is the time the case is gone. No need to talk to those people. Those people are dead, gone. So uncover the need when the problem is still here. And intelligent people is when the water is not even reaching that person, and the person has got the solution. You remember, there is a beautiful, again, a quote that you dig the well when you're not thirsty. If you're thirsty and you need water from the well, then it is very difficult. It's impossible. The person is going to die. So you have to be compassionate. Now, this word compassion is so powerful, so powerful. Is seeing someone else's need and caring enough to respond. So if you are really good in heart, so you are getting this world and you are getting hereafter also. What beautiful month that we are in right now, Ramadan, a month of blessing. This is the month of giving. This is the month of compassion. This is the month of charity. This is the month to go out and find people who are hungry. Only the other day, somebody called me from Sharjah. Imagine, he's a social worker. He said, Mr. Ghani, do you know there are a lot of people who have lost job and they don't have money to eat? I was kind of in a shock. And this guy, what he's doing is he's having a ration with rice and some vegetables and dal or lentils and giving out to the people. Imagine, there are people like that. Such beautiful people. So if you would like to become successful, you have to have that compassion in your heart. And this is what people don't want. Don't be an opportunist. And opportunist, everybody knows. So these are the people, behavior is exploitive. They would like to exploit, take advantage of certain, weakness of that point. These are the people who are selfish. These are the people without any principle. By hook or by crook, they have to get those guys. They become inconsiderate. So all those 4 bad qualities makes the people or that industry bad. Taking advantage of circumstances with little regards for principles or concerns for others. That guy is in pain. You want to get him out of the pain. Look at the person who is drowning. That's a beautiful picture. And the guy is taking a photograph of that person. Now, why our industry, direct selling, and what is called MLM has got bad name is because of those 4 things that people are doing. The companies are good, the products are good, but it is the distributor, because of their opportunistic, from the negative point of view. Opportunity is good, of course. If there is a good opportunity, you should grab it. But don't become a negative opportunist where you become selfish and no ethics, no consideration of that person, and try to take advantage and be exploitive. So please, I beg of you, please, this is a beautiful industry. Do not be one of those. We have got wonderful people in our industry, and there are some very bad people which has given bad name to our industry. Be a problem solver. Be a solution provider. This is what people would love to hear, what people like to see you as. I have a problem. This is the guy who's out there to help me. So listen to the problem. I always say in the conversation, if there are 4 parts to the conversation, asking question, finding the problem, okay, is 1 part. And the 3 part of that communication is listen, listen, and listen. So remember, 4 part of the communication. 1 is just ask that question and then listen to the deep rooted problems. Can you see this tree? People do not basically tell their problem just like that. It takes a time, and I'm going to explain you further. So listen to the problem. Sometimes the problems, remember, they will not say. But by just looking at them, you know that person has got a problem. It takes time to do all that thing. So in doing the natural approach, keep in mind, now this is natural approach I'm talking about. This is the topic that I have. How you can solve the problem of those people. Number 1, what people are looking for. They are looking for right now, they are desperate. This time is the best time to reach out and help the people. And what what problem does our product and business can solve? Now keep that thing in mind. People have problems, and the problems right now is low immunity. So don't talk about, we have a product which does the chemotherapy and it has got spirulina, which does. You don't have to go into the nitty-gritty and the research, and you don't have to become a doctor. All that thing has already been done by our great man, Dr. Lindsay Ojen. Just now talk about how to increase the immunity, how to make your lungs strong. And this is something everybody is ready to hear. So what problem does, the product is doing is solving our problem. That is number 1. And number 2, what problem does your business can solve now? Looking for a job. Imagine are very nicely dressed up. Man, this is the real picture. This is not a picture taken. Somebody has taken a shot looking for a job, or this is what is the crisis which is happening, which is going to happen. Only in India, there will be 100 million people losing jobs. Shut down due to, look at the picture. This is the real picture. So you have to open your eyes. You have to open your ears to have that backup plan, to have that online business, to work from home and get that enough money to pay your bills, to pay your rent, to get the food for yourself and your family. This is the basic need right now. We are not talking about $3,000 and $30,000. We are just talking about maybe about $1,000 or maybe $500. That's it. So this is what our business can solve. And we are there to help people. So in giving solution, don't be impatient. When you are trying to find a problem, have patience. Try to get more deep into the deep-rooted problem of that person. So you have to have patience. So in giving that solution, don't be pushy. Don't try to sell the product. Don't try to make the person a member. Nobody likes pushy people. And don't be interrogative. Now, this is something I learned only yesterday. I'll tell you, the person who's teaching me, a wonderful person, right in the end, the reference will talk everything about that person. So interrogative is, you keep on asking questions. You have a problem? What problem you're having? You got a job problem? I mean, why you have it? So you keep on bombarding that person with a lot of questions. You don't become a detective, or you don't become a police officer. You get a criminal guy or a guy who has done something, and you keep on badgering on that person with all kinds of questions. Don't do that, please. Why? Because people don't like hundreds of questions coming. One question at a time, listen. Remember, one question, listen. And from that, whatever he or she says, then ask another question. So this is something that you need to avoid. Natural approach is all about finding the flow. This is also, I learned yesterday. This flow thing is coming from your heart. It is not coming from here. This is selling. This is sharing. This is caring. This is compassion. So natural approach is all about being in the flow. Look at this beautiful picture. It took me a while to find the right picture for that flow. Imagine all that water around and this guy is just sailing through. That is natural approach. The secret of flow is to share. To share what you have, what he wants to listen. Share is to ask. So these two powerful words, if you can master, instead of just trying to keep on talking and talking. I always say that if you are telling, you are selling. So stop telling, ask, and the person is going to answer. And when that person answers, whatever his problem or her problems are, then you don't have to start giving a full presentation. We have got a company called DXN, and it's been there from last 27 years with 9.5 million people, with 1.35 billion revenues and all that, and we are all over the world. That person is not hearing it. That person is hearing you that you want to sell something. You are talking about the company, and you're talking about the product which has got 400 active ingredients, and this is what the product does, and we have got this adenosine and then the organic germanium. Again, it's like a bouncer. It's going above the head. So you need to come down to that level and say that you have a problem. If it is a health issue, I'll give you an example. If there's a health issue and the person has got problems, say, with his stomach, Why I keep on talking about the stomach is because that's how I joined this beautiful company DXN, because of my stomach problem. Only yesterday, you won't believe it, that there was a gentleman from London who called me because he came to know that I had a problem similar to his. And yesterday, I spoke to that man for about 40 minutes. And you won't believe it, I felt so good. In that 40 minutes, the way that I was talking is trying to again listen to his problem, and I was giving the solution after solution. And I spoke about the DXN product right in the end. In that 40 minutes, almost 30 minutes, I was talking in general, what he should do, what he should not do, and by asking question. And he said that's only about 6 weeks I started getting this pain in my stomach. I asked him, tell me your life before. He said it was perfect, there was no problem. Then I asked him a question, are you going through a lot of stress? 6 weeks, just 6 weeks. Who is not going? This poor fellow, when he got all the stress, the mind and the stomach, the gut and the brain are interconnected. Remember that. So the first question, he immediately got attracted to me because I asked a question which he said yes. Then I gave the answer. Do you know that because of the stress that you have so much, your stomach has gone bad or is giving you the pain? So that is, you see, and now I'm going to come to the flow. As he was talking and talking more and more, and I was trying to ask another question. I mean, tell me, what do you eat? I mean, are you eating organic food? Are you eating something natural? Or is it processed? Or is it all kinds of chemicals? So, of course, whatever is available is processed. So I wanted to say that, we have got a product, which detox the body. I didn't want to say that. I said, tell me, what do you eat? What do you drink? He said, whatever is there, whatever water are you drinking? So one question at a time, and kept on. And then in the end, I said, look here, I would like to share my own story. And my story is 10 years I suffered. And in that 10 years, I went through all the naturopaths. I was taking the medicine, but at the same time, I was open to any healing, any natural healing. And that person said, well, what did you take? I said, I'll come to that later. But I started doing regular exercise. I started seeing the food that I'm eating, which is not, working. It is not agreeing with my stomach. Whatever I'm drinking, I stopped all the juices and all and started having some alkaline water. Then I started kind of little, stress is something you cannot make it to zero. This is life. This is not paradise that we are in. There's no stress. There has to be a stress. But how you manage the stress, how, what you're doing, yoga, meditation, prayers, be connected to de-stress yourself. You try to find out, is that stress worth it? So the flow is when that person says, from that, I told him that this is, in the end, whatever I did naturally, and then I took the medicine, and I was saying, and I took these natural supplements. And alhamdulillah, it didn't go in a month or a week. It took more than a year for me to get rid of my problem. But in the very first month, my panic attack, which I very, boldly and openly say, my panic attack went away, alhamdulillah. So he was more attracted to what all products that he needed to take. So I told him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and immediately, without question asked, he got it. So making a consumer who is in pain, he did not look at the price. Now there is a big challenge. People are saying that, these products are very expensive, I can't afford it, because you are talking around the product. That is the reason why you need to understand that do not talk about the product. Talk about the problem, how he can come out of the problem. There is a problem, show the happy ending. Solution you can give in detail, in short, in brief, or in depth, how much he wants. So now coming to a very, very important part is when the person is ready to become a consumer, then don't get excited. Oh, I've got a consumer. Now my 300 PV or 100 PV will be made in no time. It doesn't happen like that. Ask him that, do you believe in natural herbs? You have a problem, I have a solution. Do you believe in natural herbs? The person says, yes. Are you ready to take along with your medicine? Yes. Are you ready to increase the consumption? Yes. You have patience because it's going to take time. It is working on the cellular level. Yes. And the cost of the product that is there, which is going to take you out of your problem, which you are suffering from 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or maybe just 6 weeks, it is going to relieve you of your problem because it is going into the cause of the problem, not the problem. Any medicine is working in the symptoms. It is not working in the cause. Our natural product works in the cause of the problem. Are you ready for it? He said, yes, 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 yes. I said, it's going to cost you about $100. He said, no problem. Why? Because that was the last thing that I spoke about. And in any of this, he says, no. I said, look here, my friend, you have a problem. I have a solution. You're not ready right now. So it's better whenever you are ready, you can give me a call. I am not going to give you a call. Remember, this is the last time that I'm having a talk. Period. You want to get out of your problem. You are impatient. You don't have this $100 or you, whatever his excuses and complaints are. When you are out of that, I'll be more than happy to help you. But please get one thing right. I'm not going to give you a call. So this is what we are doing. We are badgering that person over and over with the WhatsApp message and the text and the email and the call. And that person said, please, please, leave me alone. And he blocks you in the WhatsApp. So this is the flow. I can keep on going. And that's enough. Remember, the prospect's journey, they open up when, this is what I taught you last time, this from unknown, from the online business, they become a known person. You hello, hi. Then they like you because you have put something which is beneficial. Like yesterday, I talked about gratitude. Just gratitude. Gratitude is something where people feel happy, they feel healthy. So coming to the most important point, when the person trusts you, that is the time they are going to tell you their problem. The real secret to natural approach is to move the person from 1 to 4. When they believe that this is the person who's my problem solver. So the right conversation which appeals to your prospect means conversion to become, in the end, to become a consumer or a member. And conversion means dollars. Simple as that. Any consumer, any member, both has to use the product. So this dollar that you are looking, it is not so big in the initial stage. It becomes very big, let me tell you. It definitely becomes big after 5 years. And after 10 years, it becomes that big. Again, all your natural approach should be converting them, and in the business depends. I mean, there are a lot of people who are not with a DXN. You might be having your real estate business, you might be having your coaching business, you might be having any business. All your success depends upon the communication that you are doing with your people. And this is where I am. The purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. What a beautiful quote by this great man. And this is what we are doing from last 27 years, starting from our Dr. Lim, down to the new member, if you have that, just put that quote in front of you. What is the purpose of you? To serve to people, help people with compassion. So today's references, which I said I've taken exactly 58 minutes, is from my book, Map Your Freedom, which I have already shown you. This is where the natural approach is. The lady, Sonia Stringer, who had been teaching me from last 2 years, what a wonderful person. And I met her last year when she came to Vancouver, and I said to her that you have really changed the way that I'm doing prospecting right now. It is Business Academy for Women in Network Marketing. This is the lady that I very strongly recommend, that if you would like to get to the next level, this is where you should be learning. And my friend Tom Schreiter, of course, I mean, he has got, all these books that you are looking at, all this, about 30 books, odd books from this, bigalbooks.com. So you go and, and get the book from Amazon or anywhere. And this is just a few years back. He came to Vancouver, and I had interviewed him. And this interview is very much in my Map Your Freedom YouTube channel. So time to learn natural approach is now, and it is in your hand. Today's topic, I'm sure there are a lot of things that you might have learned, maybe you will already know, but even one thing that you have learned is good enough. I'm going to announce to be made tomorrow. I am doing a 3-funnel theory in direct selling. This will be in Urdu, 15th May, tomorrow, 9 p.m. This is Pakistan time, 8 p.m. Dubai time, and whatever time that you need, you can, convert. So this is, again, a page from my book. And this is what I'm going to talk tomorrow in Urdu, and that's tomorrow. So my gift, as always, everybody loves gift, is the YouTube channel, and every week I'm putting 2 videos. Even my webinars are going into the videos. There's some videos in the Map Your Freedom YouTube channel. So you subscribe automatically, whatever videos are coming, you will get that information. And of course, this is where all the DXN members, please do not send me. I'm still getting a lot of requests in my Facebook profile. Please don't send me there. Send me your requests to learn from me about DXN in this Facebook group called Health, Wealth, and Personal Development. So if you write Health, Wealth, and Personal Development, send me, and please answer the question, are you a DXN member? If it is yes, I'm going to immediately, join you into this group. If you don't answer, then I'm not going to, get you into the group. And all those who are not, there are a lot of people I know who have been invited and who are kind of, what is this DXN? What is this direct selling? If you have questions, this is my website, mapyourfreedom.com. You go there, write in that support, and you can get in touch with me, your name, and whatever questions that you have, I'll be ready, more than happy to answer your questions. My prayers, as usual, every time, and you should be doing it, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home, and help people out. And this is the best month that we should all be praying together to get this COVID-19 out of this world. And I'm sure in the month of blessing, Allah is going to help, definitely listen to our prayers. So do a lot of prayers for yourself, for your family, for your country, but most important, the whole world. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's all for today's webinar, and over to Salim. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ghani. As usual, we are getting so many feedbacks about the quality of the webinar, and you're always setting your targets higher and higher. You're on target, and you are breaking those records. We really appreciate you for coming up with different change of knowledge, sir, every week, so that we are getting more and more knowledge every week. Mr. Ghani, actually, due to certain constraint, we are not taking the questions today, if you don't mind. We will take the questions next week. Okay.
So once again, to all the viewers, please take this webinar, Golden Nuggets. I have put a lot of times, lot of hours. Let me tell you, this one webinar of 1 hour, and this is all new for me. I mean, this is not what I had been teaching. Maybe few natural approach points are there, but most of the points you will get a lot of result if you use it in the right way. Those points which I have mentioned about being compassionate, serving people, helping people at this time, you will definitely be successful. I pray and wish all the best for you, for all our DXN family members, starting from Dr. Lim down to all the staff, especially our great staff in DXN Dubai, who has been helping us. And you are great people, let me tell you. I mean, you are doing awesome job, and wish you all the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ghani.